It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Iceland takeaway Scarily spicy fiery Chinese style chicken curry. Look at that, 375 grams, goes in the oven for 50 minutes. I'm going to put it in the oven because I had some Iceland chicken before from the microwave and I really didn't like it, so pop it 50 minutes in the oven on a tray, and we'll see you all in a bit. Right, it's been 40 minutes. Got the glove on. Let's get it out the oven. About 10 minutes to go. I got rid of that foil package because I was just thinking to myself, well, that's not going to be much. I should be a bit more prepared, shouldn't I? Got the old, I think this is a Wetherspoons plate. I don't know where it come from. It reminds me of a Wetherspoons plate. That grandma's stew type design. Right. Here we go then. Look at that. Piping out. Yeah, I got rid of the foil because I'm not a fan of all of that kind of foil tops. Plastic, really. It's not foil, it's plastic, but less plastics the better, isn't it? Cooking with plastics. I live right next door to a plastics factory, and all the original people who kind of built the place in the 60s, they're all gone. They're all gone. They all went in their 50s and 60s. And I spoke to a guy that, very quickly on this, before I show you this, it's boiling hot anyway. Very quickly, I used to work in a pub, and Fred, his name was, used to come up and have a pint, and he'd say after a few pints, when he got a bit leery, he'd say, even bottles of milk, even though the plastic bottles are cold, they're still giving off a micro kind of part of oil and stuff into the milk. So he said, you imagine, with the foil, the plastics on the top, and you're cooking with that. He said, it's horrendous, it's horrendous. So I don't really like it. I don't really like having that plastic on the top. It's not very good at all. But anyway, fiery. It's probably worse to microwave it. Fiery style chicken curry from Iceland. Oh, that is good. It's hot. It's hot, spicy hot, and boiling hot. Oh, but that's manageable. Although, it has got a bit of a kick to it. Oh. Scarily spicy, fiery Chinese style chicken curry. That, for me, just had a bit of chicken that was a bit very kind of chickeny. What's the word? Chickeny, where you've had it the second day, and it tastes a little bit different from what it did when it was freshly cooked. Oh, but that's good. Pepper. Look at the red and green pepper on that spoonful. I paid £2 for that. Paid £2 for that, and I was a little bit wary because I've had Carolina Reaper curry before from them, and I couldn't eat it, I couldn't finish it. But this This is fabulous. It's like a chicken, reminds me of a chicken stew, but with loads of spice in it. And onion, garlic, pepper. They've improved these so much in terms of getting it close to being some kind of close to chicken chow mein, but a spicy version of it. I feel like I've been let off the hook. With this. I built myself up to eat this. Like, oh, it's going to be hot, you know. Had some before, wasn't able to finish it. Some of the pizzas from Iceland, the Scarily spicy pizzas, haven't been able to finish it. But this, Scarily spicy, it's got all the warning signs on it. Bit of sweat. Bit of sweat on the top lip. But it's not as crazy as I was imagining, or what it could have been. It's a hot and spicy chicken stew. All the veg in there, superb. Bit of sweet and sour flavour in there. I think this is probably the tastiest meal, box frozen meal I've ever had from Iceland. Oh, so good. Parts of it's catching the back of my throat and it's making me, you know, that sort of thing. Taking a few deep breaths, but it's not. You've seen me eat some of these hot challenges before where I've been dancing around with my hands over my head and I've been ripping my t-shirt off. You know, it's not like that with this. This is superb. If I was a single man living on my own, this would do me for a Saturday night. I'd get some rice, portion of rice on the go as well, naan bread. Naan bread wouldn't work with it because that's Indian, not Chinese. But you could put a naan bread in here, no problem. No problem, just to mop it all up, you know, some rice. You could make a really tidy meal out of this. Oh. So before it disappears, before it goes, they don't normally last long. Pick this up. Pick up this fiery Chinese style chicken curry. You will not be disappointed. I got something by here which I'm going to show you all now. I will be dancing around the kitchen after this one. So a lot of you spice lovers of the channel, you tune in for the spicy stuff. I got something to show you. Nearly polished off that curry. Right, brilliant. I met Daniel Bale this morning in town, and he handed me this. The Tube of Terror, Johnny Scoville. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it into focus. Johnny Scoville's Tuber Terror. Look at the peanuts. Look at them nuts. So it's a challenge. What you do, you're only allowed to eat 1 or 2 nuts at a time over a 10-minute period. And then when you finish, you've got to do a 5-minute burn off at the end. A bit of sweat going on the top lip. So look out for that on the channel. I'm going to see if I can do it. We did the death nut challenge. That was hot. That was bonkers hot. The death nut challenge. We did that. 2. Death nut challenge 2. That was hot. But that's coming. That's coming to the channel soon. I thought I'd just, you know, I was expecting a lot more from this, to be honest. I really was expecting to be kind of like bowled over by this, but it's just a really tasty kind of, this is my type of spice. My type of spice where your top lip's sweating, but it's just about manageable. There we are then, nearly gone. Loads of pepper, loads of onion, loads of garlic. Brilliant. Loads of chicken. Loads and loads of chicken. For your money, £2. That's unbelievable. That is an unbelievable curry. Done. Challenge completed. Challenge completed. Not bad at all, was it? Bit warm. Bit, just finishing off the bottom dregs of that. I'm a bit like, ooh, now, just a bit, you know, bit tingly, neck's tingling a little bit, but nothing too crazy. That is brilliant, brilliant. Rating, probably the best thing I've ever had from Iceland. That's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.